I'm going to be very, very short tonight. I'm going to be very short tonight. Some of you will be watching the movie Denial later. Some of you know my story. It's too long a story to tell, but I'll give you the highlights. In the year 2000, I was dragged into court, not physically, but literally, in the United Kingdom, charged with libel by the world's then leading Holocaust denier. Many people said to me, don't fight. Many people said to me, ignore it. Nobody will pay attention, but if I ignored it, he would have won by default, and Holocaust denial would have been enshrined in British case law. I fought it, and I won. But that's the point of what I didn't win alone. I had around me numerous people supporting me. Numerous people in the United States, in Israel, in England, people who stepped forward to support me. And that's the message I want to leave with you tonight. You can't fight every battle, but some battles you cannot turn away from. And this was one battle that I could not turn away from. The second message is, when you fight, when you are on the line, whether it's in a courtroom or in any other place, you need people around you who share your beliefs, who share your views, who share your passions. I had that. And finally, at the end of the trial, after the trial, I was invited to Israel by then Prime Minister Barak to brief him on what happened, to receive some awards. And as I walked in the streets of Jerusalem, people would say to me, at Deborah mi London, at Deborah Lipstadt. They recognized me because it had been on the Israeli news as well as news in other places. And they would thank me, mainly, and it was mainly Holocaust survivors who would thank me. And I would always say to them, please don't thank me. I did what I had to do. It's very strange to be thanked by a Holocaust denier for fighting a lawsuit. And finally, I said to some of them, when they asked me why I was so uncomfortable being thanked, I reminded them that in Jewish tradition, we have a concept of chesed shel emet, acts of loving kindness. Visiting the sick, welcoming the stranger, taking care of orphans. But the highest act of loving kindness is when we take care of the dead. It's called chesed shel emet, because it is said that then we emulate God's kindness to humans, which cannot be reciprocated. I had the opportunity to take care of those, to fight for the memory of those, the experience of those who were victims, those who survived but could not stand up and fight for themselves. I feel very lucky to have been there, and I feel very lucky to be here tonight. I visited the Soviet Union for the first time in 1972. I had a little run-in with the KGB. It was an aborted trip. But to see you here, to see the children here, is really to have a feeling of tchiyat hametim, of a rising from something that we never thought would rise up again. And I'm very gratified, and thank you very much.
Deborah were with us since our beginning, about 12 years ago, when we just started, and she gave us the guidelines, and we probably listened to you well. Baruch Hashem, after 11 years, we managed to cover 50,000 participants. We have asked Natan Sharansky to give a special award on the name of Limmud FSU to Eshet Chayil Meimtza. Natan Sharansky.
Well, because I'm using this opportunity that Chaim gave me to give this award to make another speech. But this time in 2 sentences. It was not so easy to speak truth to power in the Soviet Union. But today, unfortunately, in the free world, we meet often people, and some of you know these people, who live in the free world and are afraid to speak the truth and to challenge our opponents, our enemies. And Deborah proved to all of us how it is important to challenge our enemies and to win. Thank you.